How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this day or night. So, this is going to be a general reading for Libra, air sign Libra, all right? And it's going to be for August 19th through the 31st. And it is general, so it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So, always take it how it resonates for you if it does. And if it doesn't, I always encourage everyone to check out their other placements in their birth chart. You can just Google it, get a free birth chart online, even if you don't have your exact birth time. So you can find out your sun, moon, rising, or even Venus placements, and always check out those other videos on my channel as well, or read all of your different horoscopes too from other people. So you can get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. I also wanted to say that, depending on what's going on in your life, sometimes your sun sign or your rising sign or your moon sign will resonate more than other times. So always keep that in mind as well. So anyway, Libra, I pulled all of your cards here. We're going to get into it in just a moment here. We're going to go over a couple quick astrology notes, and also after the live, we'll put a timestamp for the people who have watched maybe a couple of the other videos for this time period. So you can just like skip ahead from the astrology notes to the tarot reading. I'll post that later. And then also real quickly, I did want to say for those of you that are new, welcome. Okay, of course. And for those of you coming back, welcome back. I really appreciate everybody's support and your views and your energy, and whatever you bring to the channel. I really appreciate it. And so yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, if I think I forgot to say that if you do want to see the photo that I take at the end of all the cards, so you can listen and have it up while you watch or listen or see it in more detail. I will be posting that at the end of this live. So again, all you have to do is go in the description box below and follow the instructions there on how to see the photo. So anyway, let's get into the astrology notes. This is general astrology for this time for everybody. Okay, so starting on August 19th, okay, Uranus is in retrograde, and Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. This time that Uranus is in retrograde, it's in the sign of Taurus, okay, 14 degrees of Taurus, I think. And so we had a Uranus retrograde earlier this year, back in January, okay. But this time, as it's starting on August 19th, it's going to be going all the way until January 2022 of next year, okay? And so, Uranus represents this energy of Aquarius that can be rebellion, individuality, creativity, originality, technology, innovation, dynamic change, surprises, shock value, okay? So some of those themes could be more subdued now, but since it is this Uranus retrograde is going to be in Taurus, right? This can have some of those subdued energies around themes of money, security, stability, our bodies, who and what and where we value, okay, or what we value, all right. And so then, this is also, coming up on August 22nd, just a few days after August 19th, the Uranus retrograde, we have a full moon in Aquarius, right? And Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So this is going to be our second full moon in Aquarius, because we had one last month, right? And so this is a very rare thing that happens, and it could bring up some really interesting notes for people at this time. So that's why I wanted to briefly talk about that. And then on the same day, on August 22nd, we have the official start of Virgo season, right? So the sun enters Virgo. And then the last astrology note is on August 30th. Mercury enters into air sign Libra, and that's you, right, Libra? If you're watching this, or you have a lot of Libra in your chart, right? So Mercury rules communication, electronics, to name a few, and then it could be coming into, or it is coming into air sign Libra, that's you. So having more balance, more equal give and take, more justice themes, and also themes of beauty could be coinciding with that Mercury energy, okay? And then on the same day, we also have a last quarter moon. All right, so those are your astrology notes for this time. What else was I going to say? I think I forgot to say it earlier, but when we talk about getting to know your own birth chart is really important to find out all your placements, right? As we all have all 12 zodiac signs throughout our chart. And so that's why this reading could resonate for you, even if you're not a Sun or even Venus Libra, okay? So keep that in mind as well. All right, so we're going to do a little sound bow just for the room and the energy. So if you want in and out, or you can just listen. All right. Okay, that was not how that was supposed to go at all. It was super loud, and then I went inside instead of outside. I'm gonna do a baby one, and then yeah, that's weird. Okay. Okay, that was much better. All right, that's how it's supposed to be, or should be anyway. What is who says what's and what's supposed to be is it really depends on the person, right? But anyway, we cleared our energy and let's get into your reading, your Libra. All right. So if you can see, I think you can see part of my board here, or if you're looking at the photo, right? I always start with the first main 6 cards, and then we do the tarot confirmation cards on the outside, and then we also talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck. It will be in different places in every reading, right? So depending on where my spirit guides tell me. Okay. I just like to have a little bit of music, but not too much. Okay, so you can still hear me. Let's go ahead and call out your cards. Oh, yes, one more last thing is this first row is energy starting around August 19th. It can be a little bit before, a little bit after. It's not exact, right? And then going through that week and that upcoming weekend. And then the last row here is this last week and weekend of August, okay? So let's call out your cards. You have 6 of Sacred Circles upright, 9 of Cups upright, 9 of Sacred Circles upright, 4 of Staves upright, the Chariot upright, and the 3 of Staves upright, okay? So really nice energy, right off the bat, some really good cards here for you, Libra. I'm pretty excited for you. I can't remember exactly what was going on in your last reading. A little bit of that showed up over here, so we'll talk about it. But just off of these cards alone in the center, it's just like, yes, yes, very good stuff happening here. Okay, so Libra. And also the other thing I forgot to mention is if this isn't your energy, it could be the energy of the person or people you're dealing with, your general environment situation. But again, never force a reading or storyline that's not yours. Always check out your other placements, okay? But we start off with this energy that's very similar to your card in the tarot, right? Your card is the Justice card, Libra, but this is the 6 of Sacred Circles, also known as the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So this has an equal give and take balance to it. In other decks, sometimes you actually see a woman holding balanced scales, okay? And so this is like very much your energy, I feel like here, Libra, in the beginning of the reading, at the beginning of this time period for you, okay? And so the other aspect of this card is, though, a little bit of charity. So giving back to others, right, makes you more abundant in your own life. So not just giving back money, right, or pentacles or sacred circles, as opposed to, as what we're talking about with this card, but more of giving back your energy to someone, helping them, learn a skill or hone a craft, or helping spend time with someone who's lonely, whatever it may be, right? Just that spirit of giving and charity is also here in this card. But the main feeling is really your energy of that justice and that balance feeling, okay, that equal give and take is really nice here, Libra. All right, now going forward, you do have, I want to say for some people that pay attention to numbers, you have two nines here right next to each other. So 18 could be a significant number, or if you add 1 and 8, right, 9. So 9 is a magical number as well. You can also look up on your own, what that would mean for you, generally speaking, okay? But let's talk about this, okay? So you have the 9 of Cups in the upright position. This is a beautiful energy of stacking your abundance, okay? You're also maybe on the edge of, or right before, like an ending or a new beginning here, okay? But the Cups in tarot represent your emotional fulfillment, what makes you happy here, okay? So it could be that in the middle of that first week of August 19th, you're really focusing and celebrating what makes you happy and fulfilled, and you are stacking your abundance and you're moving forward, okay? So really beautiful energy with this card and this Celtic kind of party here, okay? So also could be some celebrations around this energy as well. So I have to find where in my chart I have Libra because I can't remember, but I'm like, oh, this is a good reading. Okay, But anyway, here's your second 9 card, right? You have the 9 of Sacred Circles in the upright position here. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. This Native American woman is using the rattle, right? And she's burning some kind of sacred herb here, and she looks really wise, right? And she also has the falcon behind her. Okay, so you always, well, not always, but most tarot decks, when you see the 9 of Sacred Circles, also known as 9 of Pentacles, you see that falcon, and that represents that skill, that determination, and that focus, right? And so it could be when you put these two nines together, Libra, in that first week or first weekend, even, you are getting ready for this ending a new beginning that's could be coming up, or this leveling up in some way, right? Leveling up in a relationship, taking something to the next level, or in a work partnership or job, or with friends or family, or whatever it may be for you, okay? But then when you also put that here with this falcon and the 9 of Sacred Circles, it's like your skill, your determination, your focus is like right on point, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit that target, I'm gonna get it, okay? So you better get it, Libra. All right, no, for real. Get it, okay? Now going forward here, we have another celebration card, all right? We have the 4 of Staves in the upright position, also known as the 4 of Wands, okay? And you can see, or hopefully you can see it, there's these two Egyptian people talking to each other. It looks like a man and a woman. And there's some grapes and cheese and wine in the foreground, right? But it's this very comfortable, vulnerable conversation, and maybe even intimate conversation, right? Because there's nobody else around in this card, okay? But this general card talks about a feeling of possible celebrations in the future if they haven't already happened, okay? It is also a union card. It could be a union with a work partnership, with friends or family, romantic, however you take it, okay? But really nice energy. And if you put it right next to your second card, the 9 of Cups, those are two celebration party cards. So look at that. Very nice, Libra. All right. Let's talk about your 5th card here. So you have the Chariot in the upright position. Oh, yeah. Let me call out some of the energies we have here. So I see Scorpio energy. We'll talk about later. Yeah. Scorpio, there's a little fire, maybe Sag, Aries, Leo. And then we have Cancer here with the Chariot and the Scorpio. Yeah. So anyway, might mean something to you, may not, but just want to point it out. Okay. Anyway, here's your 5th card, Libra, the Chariot in the upright position. This is for momentum, right? It's courage. You see this guy on the Chariot. He's balancing his masculine and feminine energies, okay, to create whatever he wants to manifest. All right, with that black lion and the yellow lion there at the bottom. All right, and this is that Cancer energy. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or they have a lot of Cancer in their chart, or you do, or nothing at all. It just is like the general aspect of the card, but just wanted to point that out there. So like I said, Libra, you're going to hit that target and you're going to keep going. So beautiful. Now your last card in the main 6 is the Three of Staves, right? Remember, you had the Four of Staves and now you have the Three. Okay. So it's a little bit of backwards energy here towards the end of that second week, the last week of August, or maybe even first week of September. It's not completely bad, but it's almost like this energy of the Three of Staves, or known as the Three of Wands. It's like somebody's starting to come out of a phase or energy of being really observant, and now they're ready to take action in some way. So it's kind of funny that it comes out here instead of here, right? But everyone's story is different, right? And this is just the energy that the spirits wanted to show you, right? But this is it looks like they're going to a party, right? This couple here has gotten off the boat, and you see the Nile River in the background, okay? And they're bringing some kind of gift here that they're going to present, and it looks like they're observing, okay? Maybe who's at the party or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like the slow energy of starting to come out, of wanting to celebrate and coming out of this observant energy and now ready to take action, okay? So it's not a bad thing. It's just funny that it kind of comes after, right? But it could be also that it had to happen that way for you, Libra, because you had to have some type of vulnerable conversation or communicative energy here, and some type of union, right? With a romantic partner or work partnership, or with friends or family, that then prepared you to be ready to step back out and take action in some way. Okay. All right. So with all that being said, let's get into your confirmation cards. Actually, before we do that, I completely forgot because I got so excited about your cards, Libra, that oh no, we're out of focus. Hold on. Usually, there we go. Sorry about that. So I forgot, because I got excited about your cards, to talk about what's on the top and the bottom of your deck here, Libra, before we get into your confirmation tarot. Okay, so going backward a little bit, we are going to talk about, yes, these two first. This is past energy, right? What is recent past energy for you? It could be a couple of days ago, could be a couple of months ago, or even years ago, right? But this energy with the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is on the top of your deck, and on the bottom was the Judgment card in the reverse position. Now, I can't remember, Libra, if it was you or if it was Gemini, maybe even Cancer. I can't remember now, but I know somebody's reading, if it wasn't yours, that was really close to your sign, had like the Justice card and the Judgment card, and had repeating cards, and it was like a crazy reading. So if that is you, and this is popping up again, I'll have to even go back and watch my video because I don't remember exactly. But this Judgment card is in the reverse, is that past energy. Okay, so something being you know, not justified, or someone decided in some way in the recent past not to start something up again, or that somebody or something wasn't worthy in some way. And it could also be because in the recent past there was some type of communication that either you were going to give or someone was going to give to you, or an opportunity, a medium-sized opportunity from the universe that didn't come through, or was put on hold or wasn't received well, is mixed in with that Judgment card in the reverse position here. Okay, so when we talk about these two cards, in relation to your first card, the Six of Sacred Circles in the right side up position, it's kind of like you got into this energy, Libra, almost like the Justice card to your card, of this equal give and take, and wanting to give back to others to make yourself more abundant. And the reason why you're able to get into this energy is because of these two other cards. So you kind of use this past energy as a catalyst, and then you showed up here like this, okay? If that makes sense. But really, really nice energy. All right, now the next two I want to talk about before we move forward. I kind of went in a weird way today, but it's meant to be, right? Is that you have on the top and the bottom of your other deck here, the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Staves in reverse, or Ace of Wands in other decks, okay? So in the recent past, Libra, you could have put down a lot of anxiety, worry, overthinking, being too much up in your head, And even though you did that, there was still this like lack of creativity or passion or courage or abundance in some way, a little bit like the stifling energy. Okay, so again, when we talk about catalyst or being fuel for the future, then you took this and you turned it into this. Okay, that nine of sacred circles in the upright position, that skill, that determination, and the focus. So maybe because in the recent past, you just started to regain your focus, to put all this worry down. There still was some clearing, maybe again, of even confidence issues or just stagnant energy in general, but you cleared all that way and then you showed up here. So good job, however it relates to you. Okay, this is really nice. This is what we want to see. Okay, now let's do the confirmation cards. So we have, I'll call them out here and then we'll go in order. You have the Death in the right side up position. You have the Four of Wands right side up and the Six of Wands. I mean, like, oh my God, Libra. This is so transformative, and so you have four like celebration cards in your reading. Okay, like we're just gonna put them all together for just a second because they're beautiful. Okay, like look at this. What the fuck? I'm so jealous. No, it's good. So yeah, look at that. Look at all this party energy you have, celebration, right? Not necessarily a party, but appreciating what you have, appreciating what others have, or spending time with somebody, however resonates for you. But just really beautiful, abundant party celebration energy. Okay, but we'll go in order. I just wanted to show you those all together because it's so beautiful. All right, so let's start here. All right, number one. So your first confirmation card, Libra, is the Death card in the right side up position. So this is saying that in the recent past, you or someone around you or in your environment started some type of big change. Okay, so the Death card doesn't mean that someone's going to die. It's not a negative card. It's actually really beautiful. It talks about the dying of the old to make room for the new, right? And there's these dogs, okay, that are all around. Excuse me, this like death like figure on the horse, right? And so dogs represent loyalty. Okay, so even though you or someone around you is going through this, dramatic change and letting go and shedding of skin or old ways of doing things, however you want to say it, okay, there's a lot of loyalty here. Okay, so that's nice, right? You have hopefully a good support system, whatever it may be for you, that even though you're going through a lot of changes, there's still something to kind of like lean back on, right? So when this Death card is coming in and it's confirming the Six of Sacred Circles upright and the Four of Staves upright, this is just basically telling us, that you had to clear something in the recent past, or maybe you're still doing it here, to make room for this. Sorry, let me turn this down. I don't know what the hell that is. It's like bothering me. To make room for this equal give and take, right? This focusing on giving back to others, okay, to be more abundant yourself. I mean, that's not the reason why you do it per se, okay, but it's just coming from a more balanced energy place, and that's what Libra is all about, right? Balance, okay. And then here with the Four of Staves in the right side up position, all of these changes that were happening in the recent past are still kind of lingering around, right? Made room for some type of vulnerable conversation or some type of future celebrations around some type of union here. Okay, so really beautiful. All right. Now moving forward, your second confirmation card that I kind of showed you briefly earlier. There we go. I'm trying not to mess up the camera. This is the Four of Wands in the right side up position, Libra. Okay, so you actually, yeah, you had the Three of Staves or the Three of Wands here in the present energy, and this is more past energy. Okay, just to see that in this recent past, you were possibly in some way looking at life as more of a journey, wanting to celebrate something, okay? And then when you put it next to this Three of Staves, where you're just starting to come out of that observational phase and now you're ready to take action, Okay. So it's just really interesting. I mean, you have, yeah, you've got wands. You have a lot of wands actually. You have one, two, three, four. Is that it? No, five. Yeah, you've got five wands, and then a couple pentacles and other stuff. But really, I feel like there's just a lot of wand energy, is what I was trying to say. Um, So when this Four of Wands, right, in the right side up position, this celebration card, this also having your emotions more in a balanced place with the water and the card here. And this is past energy too. It's the second confirmation card, right? I'm just showing you where it's at, okay? But this past energy of looking at life more as a journey, not just a destination, not just going from here to here to there, right? But enjoying the in between. Okay, this is really what paved the way for you here, Libra, to get into this Nine of Cups energy where you're slowly moving forward, you're building your abundance, you're almost at the end of something, the beginning of something new, leveling up, right? You're finding out what fills your cup, what makes you happy. Okay, really beautiful. And then when the Four of Wands also comes in here and it's confirming the Chariot, it's like, yes, I'm going to move forward with all this abundant energy for momentum. I'm balancing my emotions, okay, right? We talked about that earlier with the masculine and feminine energy, but really, really beautiful here, Libra. All right. And your last confirmation card is the Six of Wands. Look at that, all those ribbons, right? There's a wreath on the top of that wand. There's a lot of people in the background holding their wreaths too. You can see the tail of the horse ahead of him. Okay, so this is a lot of supportive, abundant energy. Okay, and also celebrations again. And so this card, the third confirmation card, is usually a combination of past and future energy, but I feel like it's more future energy here. All right, but when the Six of Wands is confirming the Nine of Sacred Circles upright, so there we go, and the Four of Staves upright, yeah, it's like the more support that you have around you, or this more abundant energy that's not stagnant, right? It's moving. That's what you want. The more that you have that it affects your skill, your determination, and your focus, right? Like when I was saying, where was I saying that? I don't even remember. I said something earlier about your support system, right? Oh, with the death card. Yeah, I was saying your first confirmation card that the dogs represent loyalty, that you're going through all these changes, but then you have something to fall back on that's still like stable and true in some way for you. So this is kind of similar energy here too, right? That paves the way for you to start coming out and slowly taking action and having all these reasons to celebrate. Okay, but just a really beautiful reading here, Libra. um, Please let me know in the comments down below if this resonates. I really hope it does. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get your oracle cards real quick before you go. You did have one extra one, but it came out. Spirit wanted it, so I was like, all right. So your first one is from the Rebecca Campbell deck, okay? And there's this beautiful woman running forward to this like portal, like door thing here, okay? But anyway, the name of the card is called Called, okay? And it's saying soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. All right. So really beautiful here, Libra. So that could be a particular message for some of you guys at this time. And then your second Rebecca Campbell card that came out, um, it looks like this woman kind of meditating in some water, and it looks like a cave or something going on here. It's really pretty. But anyway, it says, fall into my arms. It's talking about surrender, holding the opposites in life when we were talking about the masculine and feminine and the extremes of life. Okay. But really beautiful, supportive energy. It's, and when it says surrender, it's really like let go, for some of you guys. Maybe there's a little bit of some controlling energy somewhere, or just any past energy of letting go of any mental anxiety, worry, or overthinking. You started to let that go in the past, so continue to let that go, continue to surrender. Okay. but always take it how it resonates. And then your third oracle card, your love oracle message, whether you're watching for romantic reasons or platonic with friends or family, or even self-love, right? It's really pretty. I haven't seen this card in a while, but there's this woman offering these flowers to this kind of statue here, okay? But it says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, okay? So very nice here. So if it isn't romantic, right, you could say, stay optimistic about your life in general. Positive thinking and faith will bring you more friends, right? It will also bring you to a deeper level of understanding or communication with family, okay, with yourself. All right, so always take it how it resonates. And then your last oracle card, somebody got this. Can't remember if it was Taurus. Somebody else got this oracle card during the same set of readings. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny, okay, is the name of the card. And it talks about discernment, clear vision, and details. All right. So staying clear, making sure you go over all of the information. And when it's talking about, I really feel like it goes with this 9 of sacred circles in the upright position here. That clear vision, the detail, the focus. Remember the falcon, your third eye, all those things that we were talking about. It's again, showing up here. So really nice here, Libra. All right, so that is your message for this time. Like I said before, hopefully it does resonate. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to share. But yeah, otherwise, thank you guys so much for your likes, for your shares, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel. And if you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, all you have to do is click on, sorry, I was looking at my cat. Click on the bell icon on the bottom right and make sure that it's blue and it's active. And it'll just notify you when I put out new readings. So it's like the same thing if you're following someone on Instagram or Facebook. That's basically what it is. So I think there was something else I left out, not about your reading, but about, well, kind of about your reading. I can't remember if I left it out or not. Something about the reading being timeless. I think I forgot to say that. So all readings I do are timeless, right? So time is fluid and relative. And so for some people, it could take time to manifest. It could be 6 months in the past, or a year in the past, or 6 months in the future, or a year in the future. So it always just kind of depends. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm going to take a little short break here, and then hopefully I will be back with Scorpio. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.